Hey folks, welcome to another Like Minded Lunatics video. I'm Jim. I'm here with the main man, El Numero Uno, Mark Gifford, Mark. And today we're going to be doing a music matchup. First time I'm on for a music matchup. I'm very excited, especially for this one. Mark, what are we doing today?
So this is going to be a fun one. We are doing Whoot There It Is by 95 South and the Quad City DJs and putting it up against tag teams Whoomp There It Is. The reason I chose these two was because this was at a time when the rap was kind of exploding, especially up and down the eastern seaboard, like in Atlanta and Florida and all that kind of stuff. And these songs came out within like a couple of months of each other. Huge lawsuit over this because one group was saying the other stole it. And finally they settled everything and they appeared on Arsenio Hall and did a back-to-back of both of these songs.
I remember that. That was great. I remember he had a little crowd thing he would do with Woot, and we never knew if it was Whoomp or Woot.
Right, and yeah. I think he intentionally was mixing them up.
Yeah. Is this all there is for Like Minded Lunatics, Mark?
It is not. We have other content before we get to this. Jim, what's your favorite thing?
I love DPS with our buddy Todd Wright. To me, he shows off his hair a little bit. Somebody who's lacking. He shows off his hair a little bit, but he tells great stories, drinks a beer, usually a Jim Beam and Coke.
Get yourself something.
But they're fun. I like those. It's probably my favorite of all of them.
It's great. So I'll put the playlist right up there. So folks, here's what we're going to do. We're going to decide which is the better song. Is it Woot or is it Whoomp? If we're going to throw a party, which one goes on?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
So I think we'll go with tag team first because if I remember right, that one came out first, like within a couple of months.
Well, and before we get started, this is the one I feel like I know more of. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Was it more popular that you know of?
I think it was.
Okay.
And it was also played on more stations.
Okay.
Yep. And I have it all memorized.
I have most of it memorized, maybe. I think. I don't know.
Let's see.
I probably don't. Now you're setting me up for failure.
Can you do the first verse?
I don't know.
Tag team back again. Check it, direct it. Let's begin. Party on, party people. Let me hear some noise. DC's in the house. Jump, jump, rejoice. There's a party over here, a party over there. Wave your hands in the air, shake your derriere. These three words mean getting busy. Whoop, there it is. Hit me.
All right, you're better than I
am. Let's do it, folks.
Party people! Goes a little something like this. Tag team back again. Check it, direct it, let's begin. Party on, party people, let me hear some noise. DC's in the house, jump, jump, rejoices. There's a party over here, a party over there. Wave your hands in the air, shake the derriere. These three words mean you're getting busy. Whoop, there it is, hit me.
All right, first verse down. What are you thinking?
I'm loving this. It takes me back to when I was 11, 12 years old. I was, when gangsta rap came out, I was a big gangsta rap fan, and this was the precursor to that.
It kind
of got me going. I may have had this tape, the single, in the little wooden cardboard. People out there, you may not be old enough to remember. That's how we got our music back in the day.
Yep.
And this really takes me back. 5th grade, 6th grade, me trying to grow up and find my place in the world.
Dude, I feel so similar to you in this. I was a little bit older. I was like 90 or like 95 or something around there. So this is one of those songs that I remember absolutely loving.
Yes.
And I feel like if you pop this on any party even now,
it goes crazy.
It goes crazy.
Yeah, especially when we like get together and like old dudes like us get together. They put this one on for all the old timers and everyone goes crazy.
Okay, well, let's go to 95 South. Now, this team was made up from Quad City DJs. They went on to do Come On and Ride It. They also were producers for DJ Rob Bass or DJ Easy Rock and Rob Bass with It Takes Two. They produced that song.
Okay.
So there's a talented group of guys as well. Here we go. Whoot There It Is by 95 South.
Sorry. Hey, yo, 95 South chillin' at Freaknik, 93 Atlanta, Georgia. Yo, we come out here to find out where's that? Where that booty at?
There it is. All the fellas, where that booty at? There it is. Everybody, where that booty at? There it is. One more again, where that booty at? There it is. All my friends, where that booty at? There it is. All the fellas, where that booty at? There it is. Everybody, where that booty at? There it is. One more again, where that booty at? There it is. All my friends, where that booty at? There it is.
Well, you know what? I noticed this one.
You didn't remember this one that well.
I don't remember that one as well as the other,
Yeah.
but I feel like this one is closer to what modern rap became. Like I feel like the first one that we'll Whoomp was more like a Sir Mix-a-Lot type of like borderline silly. This one. Yeah, I mean, they're still playing around and joking, but I feel this is like like the precursor maybe to Dr. Dre and Snoop. That the video aesthetics remind me more of mid to late '90s hip hop versus I would say the video aesthetics of Whoomp There It Is reminds me of late '80s kind of aesthetic, if that makes sense.
And what's interesting to me too is because I'm just like 3 years older than you. Is that right?
More, but probably.
That's right.
Based on looks.
But during that time period, I mean, now that's nothing.
Right.
But during that time period, that meant the difference between like being 15 and 18. That was like a world of difference.
Right.
And I remember this one is feeling more mature.
Yes, definitely.
And I don't know that it is. Like now as an adult, obviously, pop that thing, move it in and out. It's not very mature. But then, as like a...
I also feel that was a very transformative time, right? Because we went from like MC Hammer to Legit to Quit to... NWA hit really big. Then right after that, Dr. Dre, Snoop, all of that hit. And even with alternative music, we went from hair bands overnight to grunge.
Yeah.
And it was just super quick. And I feel like 95 South version captures what rap became and versus Tag Team was kind of what rap was.
And interestingly enough, I know we're talking a lot here, but this is fascinating to me. Interestingly enough, when I hear 95 South, because I'm not a huge rap fan, there was like a moment in time in the 90s where I was obsessed with it. Mm-hmm. To me, the way they're rapping sounds like Luther Campbell.
It does. It definitely has the Luther vibe to it. Yes, definitely.
How he's like...
but he came out with those explicit lyrics.
Yes.
And kind of explicit content. And they're not necessarily explicit, but they're alluding to things.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I think it's definitely in that vein. And that's what became... gangster rap of the 90s.
I completely agree. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. So he was kind of like the proto 90s
Exactly.
rapper. Yeah.
Whoop there it is. Whoop there it is. Whoop there it is.
All right, do you know the second verse?
No, not at all.
Upside down and inside out. I'm about to show all you folks what it's all about. Now it's time for me to get on this mic and make this motherfucker party hype. Taking it back to the old school, because I'm an old fool who's so cool. If you want to get down, I'm going to show you the way. Whoop, there it is. Let me hear you say it.
I guess I do know it.
Upside down and inside out. I'm about to show all you folks what it's all about. Now it's time for it to get on the mic and make this motherfucker party hype. I'm taking it back to the old school, cause I'm an old fool who's so cool. If you wanna get down, I'ma show you the way. There it is, let me hear you say.
But it is way more fun, you're right. I feel like this is one of those songs that would have been safe for any type of party.
Yeah, definitely, right? And I think even now, right, grandmas will get out and dance because they don't like rap, but this is a catchy beat. That bass line is awesome. Yeah. Gets you going, right? Yeah, definitely. This is fun for everybody.
And then this one seems a little more lascivious.
Racy.
Special effect, Jim. So, I mean, I've got this on my workout video playlist. I've always liked that. It's like, let's do a special effect. All right. Cindy, stay behind the pole. And 1, 2, walk out.
It's creative.
Yeah.
Work that thing like it's going out of style. Girl, you look so cute with your long boots and your G-string suit. You on stage to work that cap and your fellas wear that booty hat.
So here's one of the things that occurs to me as well. This one is kind of that synecdoche thing where they're reducing the female to it.
Right.
The female is just the booty.
Right.
That's all she is. I don't get that same impression from
No, not
Tag
at all.
Team.
And this reminds me of an old, and I'm going to date us again here, old Married with Children episode. Do you remember when Al was just obsessed with rap music because it was just, and he'd watch them on mute.
Yeah.
And every made-up song was some derivation of the word booty.
Yes.
Right? And this is what it reminds me of. Like, Al Bundy was watching this video.
Yes.
To get it, to get his kicks.
And Bud was too, so he could turn it into Grandmaster B.
That's right, Grandmaster B, exactly. I'm also struck by the dancing from the early 90s.
Yeah.
I remember that. And as y'all can tell to my moving in this video, I have no rhythm. I wasn't blessed with the art of dancing. But I remember trying to do stuff like Kid and Play where they would do hops and jumps, and I remember the Running Man, and I would try my best when I was 10 or 11 with no rhythm to try, and what a difference the dance, again, one of those things that were from overnight, it just completely shifted.
You're right, yes. Just the way that people dance to this stuff changed.
Right. To Dub C, I don't know if you know who that is when he does the crib walk. Crib walk.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, completely different within a matter of even a decade. I don't even know if there's been a decade between that, but a complete difference from early 90s to late 90s.
And I'm wondering if it might have something to do with all the songs of at least that rap era. They all try to form some type of dance. The Tootsie Roll, do the ride the donkey, like all of those things. Like you had, we're going to write the next song that people do on the dance floor. They go ape shit when they hear this song.
I also remember when Vanilla Ice, sadly in 1989, I liked Vanilla Ice when I was 9 years old, but he would talk badly about, that was his, about Kid and Play, I can dance better than any kid or play, and
you're right,
that was a big old hole, who could hop around and do stupid shit better than the other person.
So again, I've got this on my workout video. This has always cracked me up, how DC just kind of goes through this frame. I don't know why I find that so damn funny.
I feel like he's a really cool dude, though. I don't know why. I get like really good vibes from him as he does that. I don't know if it's the type of video, but like these would be like cool dudes that just hang around and talk and laugh. I don't know.
It does seem like they would be the guys who stayed around to help you clean up the party.
Yeah.
These dudes trash the party.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm sorry, but their party looks way more fun to me.
It does, yeah. And the dude's playing with the broom as if it were a stand-up cello. As a virtuoso air accordionist, I appreciate that. Like, yeah, that's great. That's a fun party.
You're right.
When people are air playing stuff.
That's right. And for me, someone who is Eddie Van Halen levels of air guitaring, I also appreciate that.
Yeah, there you go.
Point blank. Gin and juice I drink and bent as I puff on dank. Rock the mic, I crave skin rip. Find a honey dip to dip it in. Slam dunk it, stick it, flip it and ride that B-double-O-T-Y, oh my. Ooh, that's it, come on, whoop, there it is, I'm done.
I never noticed that. It's Dre.
Yeah.
Hold up. Dre? It's not Dre, that's Ed Lover. Come on, son.
Come on, son.
Come on, son. But they're doing a Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. They've been doing it all through the whole video.
I've never recognized that.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've recognized that.
What was his partner, Dr. Dre and
Ed Lover.
Ed Lover.
Yeah. Come on, son. This is the part of the night where everybody goes hoarse.
Yeah.
And the next morning you're like, why can't I talk? Hey! That's why, right there.
Some say I'm crazy because I'm pushing up daisies. The underground sound that you have found amazing, outstanding, demanding, commanding you people dancing. That's a breath taker. I produce, aka The Undertaker. You wanna come down to the underground old school? Here's a shovel. Can you dig it, fool? Can you dig it? Can y'all dig it?
I miss call and response like this.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
OPP, that's great, good stuff, man. I gotta say also, man, I love the fashion in this one. Like, I feel like I would wear most of these things.
It's great. I still have shirts that look like this, I think.
What was it called? The multicolored one? Was it cross-colored? Cross-colored. Man, I miss that stuff, dude.
And then they're wearing, I think one of the guys has got a Jabot shirt on.
But, dude, I remember Jabots, although mine were irregular because we were a working class household. We get them from Solo Serve. But, man, did I love Jabots in 1992, dude.
Did you ever buy those rip-off ones?
No, I never. No, these were the real ones, but they were the ones that might have a crease, an extra crease somewhere. You just try to iron it out when you get home.
Right. So the second hand or the second, what do they call them?
Yeah, they were new.
Yes.
They were just irregular.
Irregulars. That's it.
Yeah.
No, I bought some. There was a cat who had these cardboard boxes on the corner of Waco Drive, and I can't remember what the other one. But in any case, he'd have these cardboard boxes of Jabots, and you'd be like, man. No,
come on.
Shit's misspelled.
It was Jabot, Guess,
yes.
And what was the other one that AC Slater used to wear?
G. Cavaricci's?
Z
Cavaricci's,
Yeah, those were the big names back in the day.
I can smell the Drakkar Noir now. You remember that part?
I remember that part.
Yep. The other thing that's occurring to me in watching it now is that it's obvious this was a group of DJs and not rappers.
Right, exactly. You can hear it, just all the mixing going on. And
yeah, there's a lot, the composition changes, there's a lot of scratching, there's a lot of sampling, whereas there's not quite as much of that in tag teams.
Right, yeah. That's my favorite part so far. It's a little booty sneaking out behind the pole.
There it is. All right, Carol, we can see it. Tuck it back in, Carol. Okay, on 3, 2, there we go. Are you the same way as me? Anytime I hear a Texas shout out, I go crazy.
I do too. Dude.
I don't care what song it's in.
Yes.
Anytime I hear Dallas, wait, ask me now if I like Dallas. No, fuck Dallas.
No.
But I hear it in the song. Yeah.
Exactly. No, I mean, hell yeah. You know, it was funny though. Like I remember there was a Just Like Compton by Ice-T,
yeah.
And then he goes, all these places are just like Compton, and he says San Antonio. And as a kid from San Antonio who didn't get many shout outs, like wow. But then if you're like Compton, I don't know, is that a good shout out to have?
I don't know, but I'm the same way. Anytime
but I remember I love that song just because it said San Antonio is just like Compton.
I know, and Huey Lewis in the News' Heart of Rock and Roll. He shouts out Austin. AC/DC's Thunderstruck. They shout out in Texas. Texas, we had some fun. Yeah,
I love that part.
Love it.
Yeah.
They are going crazy with that effect. They did it once. If once is good, 10 times is better.
It's working.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
There's another one there. Now they're forgoing the special effect. So on the album version, that guy opens it.
Oh,
and he goes, "Hey, you kids, anybody seen some booty?"
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah.
He starts it off.
Excuse me, Sonny.
Yeah, excuse me, Sonny. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all seen some booty?
From the school of bowl, hardcore, keep the folklore wreck. 3 to the 2 and 1 mic check. Mass skill blow ill on the mess of steel. That's the grill of the microphone I just killed. Party people wish your party tag team is through. Whoop, there it is. I thought you knew. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is.
I like how they're throwing the text on screen in case you forget.
Right. They gotta let them know they're different.
Yes.
Whoop, there it is.
Just in case you forget.
Yeah! Music coming straight at ya. That's me, DC, the brain supreme. And my man Steve Rowland. Bring it back, y'all. Bring it back, y'all. Bring it back. Here we go.
Whoop, there it is. 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 Whoop, there it is.
And you can't really tell quite as much in here because of the studio stuff, but 95 South hit hard. Like if you had a pair of kickers and a good crossover amp and all that stuff, boy, the Whoot There It Is 95 South, it would hit.
Yeah, I remember.
Enough it would just shake everything.
Like in the 1990s era quinceañeras and stuff too. This was another one.
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
you're gonna have all your major hits. You're gonna have the mariachis come out.
Yeah.
You're gonna have that, but at some point,
One of these is getting played.
they're gonna play this one.
Well, I love both of these. I think for me, if we're gonna throw a party, I'm probably gonna go tag team.
I am too.
I think I'm gonna go tag team, but I think it depends on the party. If you've got a party where clothes have come off too early, you know that party where
I don't know that party. I don't
why
know.
are tops coming off at this point?
I don't know that.
You don't know that party.
I don't know that party.
But I feel like Whoot There It Is would be the one you would.
That would be the
play
one
there.
for that kind of risque part that you're alluding to, sir.
But if you had a party where parents might show up,
Yeah.
tag team.
Oh yeah, that's a safe one. If my kids are gonna be there,
Yeah.
we're gonna play tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, folks, we hope you enjoyed this one. Let us know in the comments, where are you at? Are you going to go 95 South? Are you going to go tag team? Are we going to alternate them? What are you going to do?
Or also, I want to know, what are your memories? If you remember this, what were your memories with it? Because this takes me back, and I'd like to see other people's reactions and what their thoughts are. What comes to their minds?
That's a great point. Yeah, so let us know. What do you remember about these two songs? 'Cause,
Definitely.
they were good ones. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, folks. Check out some of our other content, and Jim and I will see you later.